Hey, what is going on, Geminis? Butch here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the runic tarot. I've been using this a lot lately, I know. First of all, I want to apologize. I know I get a lot of comments. I got a few comments, people wondering where Gemini read was. It's been, I think, almost 2 weeks. I do apologize. I had a lot going on, and I just didn't want to put my energy into that read. I didn't want to dilute what's going on in my personal life with that Gemini reading, so I've been kind of holding off. And plus, I've been sick for the last 2 weeks, so I've been kind of off. So I apologize, and I'll try not to make you wait that long again. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we got for Geminis? What is going on for Geminis? What message do we have for Geminis? All right, Geminis. So the first thing that I see, Geminis, I feel like, I do feel a connection that you have with someone or are going to have, but I feel like, first off, it's like feeling like exactly what you've been waiting for, and, that ship has finally come in. In the beginning, everything is great, and I feel like, we have that 3 of Cups, so I feel like it's, it's very freeing, being very comfortable with this person. Not only is there that physical aspect, but I feel like it feels like this person is something different. There's more than the physical. It's someone that you can actually have a true connection with, and a friendship. It's built on more than just the physical. Finding it very easy to talk to this person, very easy to communicate. This person just kind of gets you, in a way that I feel like it's been a long time since anybody really got you. They accept, very accepting energy this person has. Like, even the little bit of weirdness that you may have, it's like this person matches that energy. And that's not to put you down in any way. We all have weirdness. We all have, that part of us that sometimes people force us to hide, or at least we feel like we're not comfortable showing it to some people because they just don't get it. But with this person, they get it. Now, I feel like it all goes good in the beginning. Your intuition is telling you, you see a lot of, you see a lot of, real potential with this person. And the more you get to know them, the more potential that you see, feeling like this person is exactly who you've been waiting for. Like I said, with that 3 of Wands, feeling like you finally found someone that's just on the same wavelength. Now, here's where it gets a little sketchy. I do feel everything's going good, but then it's almost like something changes. This person kind of, it feels like they're kind of being defensive. They kind of shut you out, feeling like, maybe this person is hiding something. I mean, we have that 8 of Swords, that self-imposed prison. And then we have, that Nine of Wands. So it feels like something changed. Feeling like they're hiding something from you. Like what you saw in the beginning wasn't really them, or like, you know what I mean? I just feel like it feels like for some reason something's changed. Now with this person, I'm getting the Knight of Wands, so it's almost like there's a very impulsive energy with this person. Like they're, they can, 1 minute they can be all in, the next minute you never know what you're going to get from moment to moment with this person. Very, not so much flighty, but just almost like feeling like 1 minute they're really into you, really into this connection, and the next minute it feels like they're kind of distant. Now, I mean, I feel like there's some internal struggle within this person. I feel like that's why you're getting that energy lately. In the beginning, like I said, everything's going good, everything's perfect, and then it just feels like, it almost feels like they couldn't handle it, or they're not into you. Like all these things keep swirling around, and I feel like there's a lot of overthinking going on your part, wondering what this person's doing. Wondering, if it was the real them that you met, or if now is the real them, or why they feel like they're shutting you out. I see a lot of anxiety, a lot of late nights in this person, and I feel like, they don't want to have any regrets. They're afraid of making a mistake. I feel like there is a bit of self-sabotaging going on, but I don't feel like it's intentional. I feel like what's going on right now is that this person started to really fall for you. And I feel like they really fell hard. Because I mean, we have the Four of Cups. I feel like this person thinks about you and only you. I mean, we have the Page of Cups. I feel like this person fantasizes about you. And along those fantasies, I feel like they started to think about a future. And I feel like that's when things started to really not fall apart, but that's when things started to get a little difficult for this person. I feel like this person, they're having a hard time being honest with you now, because they want something more from this, more than they wanted in the beginning. And once they want it more, it's like, you know what I mean? Like this person is emotionally ready. And for some reason, they feel like you're not, or you may not be. And it's almost like they're kind of cut themselves off at the legs. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to stop themselves. I don't know what that phrase comes from. It's kind of terrible, but you know what I mean? It's it's stopping them from wanting to really get any more invested in this than they already are, because they know, like I said, they're really falling hard for you. And it's like they don't want to get too invested and then get hurt. And I feel like that, like I said, this person's putting in a lot of work to kind of keep their distance. It's not that they're trying to push you away. I just feel like they're trying to keep their distance because they're not sure where this is going. And it's almost like they feel like maybe they're a little bit more into this than you are. But I mean, I feel like I said, I feel like they're having a hard time being honest with you, but I feel like there's a point when this person moving forward is going to have to step up, is going to have to be honest with you, is going to have to, really speak their truth and really acknowledge the feelings that they're feeling. I feel like they can't hide them anymore. But I feel like it is tough. I mean, like I said, they don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to be too invested in something that really isn't going anywhere. And I feel like they're looking a little too deeply into this, like I said, but it happens. Sometimes we get in a relationship and we don't really think that it's going to be much. I mean, this is that physical connection, and we can, we feel a really strong friendship, and then it evolves. And sometimes it doesn't evolve for both of us. And I feel like sometimes people think that that's time to take a step back instead of just being honest and straightforward. Like I said, this is someone I feel like you talk about anything with, but I mean, I feel like the only way to move forward in this person has to be honest with you and be open. And I feel like they will. Now, like I said, I mean, they are at that point where it's kind of like they got to hit their breaking point in order to open up to you. You know, they're seeing all the negatives and they're not seeing the positives with that Five of Cups. They're not seeing, you know, the possibility of this actually being more for you as well. So it's like they're kind of stuck in their own head. You know, I feel like there's a lot of overthinking, like I said, on your part, because this person's not giving you a lot of answers, but there's also a lot of thinking on their part because they don't know if they really want the answer, you know. But like I said, I feel like there is a point where this person finally, you know, opens up, and I feel like that's going to be the make or break. You know, they're coming in ready to either work their ass off to keep it, or they're coming in to find out that it's not for you what it is for them. But one thing I do see, and I have to be honest with you about this, is I feel like this is always going to be an issue. You know, and I feel like there's always going to be a part of them that's, you know, always kind of looking to see if the grass is greener somewhere else. And it's just because I feel like they don't feel like this person seems to want more investment from you than you're possibly able to give them. And I feel like it's never really going to be enough, because I do feel like there is a lot of water in this person. You know, I feel like this person is, at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, I mean, things change. I'm not saying this isn't never going to work. I'm just saying I don't feel like anytime soon that this is going to be a non-issue for them. I feel like even when they open communication, you know, even when they talk about it, even when they put that out there, you know, I feel like, you know, to be clear, I feel like this is more of a shot in the dark for them. And I mean, I know it does seem easy to talk to this person. It does really feel, I think you have a good friendship, and I think you sustain that good friendship. I feel like it's a bond that you may share with this person for a very long time. But I feel like that's all it could ever really be. You know, because I feel like they're never really going to feel like you're invested. They're always going to want to invest. They're always going to want to have, to move forward. You know, and I feel like eventually that's going to be too much. You know, I feel like I do see this as like a catastrophic tower moment coming. You know, two people want two different things. You know, I feel like you do feel like there is a physical sense. There is that friendship. I feel like I said, it is a friendship that I do feel like will sustain past this tower moment. But I feel like relationship-wise, I don't really feel like this person's ever going to feel like you're completely invested. And also, I don't know if this person ever will really truly be invested, because they're always going to have that thought in the back of their mind. You know, they're always going to be needing more than you can give them. And I feel like this person's going to kind of want to tie you down, and I feel like that's really going to cause an issue, because as you all know, for all the Geminis out there, having somebody that just wants to tie you down is never really going to be productive. You know, it's not that Geminis can't be in a relationship, it's just they don't want to feel trapped. And I feel like this person kind of wants that control. And that's the only way they're ever going to really feel comfortable in this situation, is knowing that they're controlling that situation. Like I said, I mean, I feel like you might have found a really good friend here, you know, and there is some physical, but I feel like emotionally and mentally, I don't feel like you'll ever really be on the same page. You know, so this Not to say that a relationship won't work for a while, but I don't feel like this was ever really meant to be a relationship. I feel like it was more of a friendship. I feel like you needed the friend. At that time, they needed a friend, but I feel like they're ready for something that you may never be able to give them. And I feel like if we force this, it's just going to cause a lot of unhappiness. I mean, we have the Sun card in reverse. I feel like what they're looking for, in a nutshell, what they're looking for is something more than you really want to offer. I feel like it's more, can I say, clingy, more needy than you're ever really going to want. But as a friend, I mean, this person, I can see this person being a very good friend to you. I feel like there is that mental compatibility in the fact that on a friendship level, being open with each other, being able to talk to each other. But I feel like this person ultimately wants something that, relationship-wise, that maybe you're not ready to give right now. With this person, I mean, we have we do have some Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We also have some, we got some Leo in there as well. Possibly some Sagittarius. But that's the thing, sometimes we meet people in our life that fill a void for the moment. Or fill a void for a lifetime. But the connection sometimes can get blurred. Sometimes we think there's more there than there is. I feel like it can get very confusing. But the thing is sometimes just because you have a great connection with somebody doesn't mean it has to be romantic. It doesn't mean it was ever meant to be romantic. Sometimes people want something from us that we're never really want to give them. And it's not because we don't like them or we don't feel a connection. It's just that's not the connection that is in front of us. I feel like I said, I feel like this is, having a friend like this is something you've been waiting for. And there is that physical. So, I mean, it does kind of it kind of blurs the lines a little bit, but I don't feel like this person's ever going to really truly give you, what you need. And I don't know if you're going to have the ability to give them what they need when it comes to romance. I feel like it's different visions sometimes clash. But like I said, silver lining is that I do feel like this is a very strong friendship that you're going to have with this person. And I do see it moving forward. I mean, I do see them being important to you for a long time coming. This could be a lifelong friend. And because you do share that connection, I feel like at least, that is one thing you can take away from this read in a very positive direction, is you're meeting someone really that connects with you. But like I said, I feel like what they want in a relationship is not exactly what you want. I mean, like I said, it may change. But I feel like this person's kind of going to really need that attention, really need that confirmation. And I don't really feel like you're at that place yet. But anyway, that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.